Good evening. I've taken a lot of pains to put together a really nice, interesting lesson for you on Lesson 2 in Algebra 1/2. And this lesson is about rounding, basically. Rounding, ordering numbers, putting numbers from least to greatest and so forth, and the number line, or your book calls it the number array, which means that it's just going to keep on going in one direction. In your book, they started at 0 and it continues to go. Alright, so I have found a really neat little rules picture to help you. And if you'll just remember that if the number that you're rounding, then you look to the right, you find the number that you're going to round, whatever place value it's in, and then you're going to look to the right of that number, and if that number is 5 through 9, then up you'll climb. However, if it is 0 through 4, it's going to stay on the floor, so you're not going to go up. Alright, on our next slide, I have a YouTube video for you, and if you don't care for the way it's presented in that particular one, I think it's going to give you other choices, and also some place value lesson choices from yesterday. So in slide 3, I'm just giving you some different picture examples, and then in slides 4, 5, 6, and 7, we're going to work on our practice problems together. I'm going to add a little music here to make this look even a little more interesting and see how you like it. So let's get started with this party. Okay guys, I'm not sure if it's going to let me let you hit the recording or not to watch the YouTube video. If not, I know that each one of you knows how to take that link and copy it and put it in a browser and watch that little almost 2-minute video. You can also watch the video right below it where it says rounding whole numbers, round to the nearest million for 2 minutes and 40 seconds. Those would both be great videos for this lesson. And then down below, I think there's a another one that's on place value. So let me know tomorrow what it allows you to do, and then we'll see what we can do about fixing it. Okay, hopefully you enjoyed your YouTube video teacher. Again, here are the pictures that I was telling you about. You can see that rounding 45 is really halfway between 40 and 50. And these arrows should be over. I'm sorry about that. But if you have 47, or if in this case it was 57, it would be beyond that halfway point, so we're going to round up to 60. Here we have 8, which is closer to 10, definitely, than it is to 0, and it's closer to 10 than it is to 5. 32 is closer to 30 than it is 40. 79 is almost right there at 80, so if we were rounding to the nearest 10, we would round from 70 to 80. Alright, and here's another one that I found. 64 is not quite halfway between 60 and 65, or 60 and 70, so we're going to go and keep it down at 60. We're not going to go to the floor, as the rule said. Okay, on to the practice problems. Alright, and again, you should be taking notes in your math interactive notebook, and this is one of the things I'm going to be checking to see if you've done. It says round 914,471,752 to the nearest 10,000. Alright, well, we first got to find out what numbers in the 10,000 place. So ones, tens, hundreds, ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s, 100,000s, and now we know that the 7 is in the 10,000 place. So what do? We look to the right next door and we find the 1. So we're going to keep the 9, the 1, the 4 in the beginning the same. We're going to keep the 4 there the same. But we're trying to decide with that 7, do we leave it as 7 or do we move it up to 8? Well, because 1 is less than 5, we're going to leave this as 7, and then we're going to put zeros after everything else. Zeros are round. That's what we're doing. We are rounding. Alright, in this one it says round this number to the nearest 1,000. We've got ones, tens, hundreds, thousands. So this is our place. Right here, we're going to look to the next number, which is 5. And because it's 5 through 9, remember we're going to let it climb. So we're going to make this 5 turn into a 6. So we would put 83, and then a comma, 6, 2, 6, and then everything after that place we're going to make zeros to round. Practice problem C says use a number array to arrange these numbers in order. Well, we can see that they're pretty much in order. We've got 3 and then 11 is here, 14 and then 19. And we've got 3 is the first one, and then 11, then 14, and then 19. Okay? Finally, we're told in D that we need to arrange in order from least to greatest. So we're going to go to the very highest place value, which in all 4 of these is the hundreds place. Alright, if we want the smallest hundreds, then we're going to have to look. We've got a 3 in the hundreds place here and a 3 in the hundreds place here. So then we're going to have to look to the next one. We've got a 6 here and a 7 here. So 6 is smaller than 7, so our very smallest number here is going to be 367, followed by 376. And then we know that 6 is smaller than 7, so the next one is going to be 673, and then final number is 736. I hope you've enjoyed this lesson. I took a long time trying to put it together, make it interesting for you. Make sure that you have your notes tomorrow, and we'll get started on your 30 problems for the lesson set. Enjoy!